Share.
It's too late. I already started recording.
Oh.
Hey.
Well, then play
All
it.
right, so
play the intro.
This is the part where we talk about what we're going to talk about. So this is episode 10, Zoe.
Episode 10.
When you edit this in
the big
March,
1-0.
When you episode this in March, you'll remember that this is episode 10.
This in March?
When you edit this in March,
that's right.
This is episode 10, and we're going to talk about embarrassing stories. Yes?
Yay!
Okay, here we go.
Welcome. Hello.
Don't look at just me. There's two other people in the room.
I want to look at you.
Zoe, introduce the show. Go.
This is Village Idiotz, spelled with a Z. I'm your host,
Zoe.
Why does it have a Z in it? I don't remember.
Because my name is Zoe, and it's often spelled with a Z.
Breaking news. We are recording.
Were we not before?
No, we are.
Okay.
Just don't make that face again at me, because you scare me when you make that face. I get so freaked out when you do that. We are recording. This is episode 10, and we're laying it down, as the kids say.
That is what we say.
Yeah.
Is it what you say? I don't know what you say.
So we got.
What's the term for recording a podcast in your generation? What do you call that?
Recording a podcast. I don't
That
know.
works. Well, who do we have on the show?
Podcast style.
What are you doing?
Busting it down podcast style.
Bussin'? What's bussin' mean?
Busting.
Oh, busting it down. What does bussin' mean?
It's just busting.
Oh, okay. Well, so there's no word bussin'?
Bussin' is just bussin'. It's like it's supposed to be like when you eat something good, you're like, oh, it's bussin'.
Oh.
That's right.
Tasty?
There's
so you
your
would say
etymology
tasty?
lesson for
Okay, so bussin' means tasty.
We have a guest on the podcast.
We do.
We
I know
do.
this guy.
Who is he?
Who are you?
My name is Harry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my boyfriend.
Wait. This is
Full
the boyfriend?
name.
This is Blonde Man.
Which boyfriend
I
is
am
this?
indeed.
He's the blonde one.
This is the blonde boyfriend. Okay, good. She
Rawr.
implies that she has many boyfriends and has
Yes.
to use colors to
Yep.
like differentiate
Yes.
which one's which.
He's the only blonde one.
Sundays
Congratulations.
and Tuesdays.
Sundays and Tuesdays are your days.
Yep.
Yep. You better
Nice.
stick to
100%.
it.
So there's a schedule.
Yep.
Do you write it down somewhere?
Yep.
Or do you just know it in your head?
It depends. I trade out boyfriends often.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
I'm just kidding.
That
Correct.
sounds really good.
Thank you.
I'm Greg.
Yes.
I'm also a host on this podcast, and there's Zoe and Abby.
Hi.
You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Abby. I have a Z in my name somewhere. You get to choose.
That's
Somewhere,
a lie. You don't.
But I might.
If you look really closely, you could pronounce it Absy.
See, she gets it. I just hit
That's
the
how I
mic
was
with my
introduced
nose.
to her.
Why are you nosing the mic like a
Because
puppy dog?
I'm trying to speak into it all proper like.
Yeah.
Nah.
Good.
All right. Well, welcome. Have we ever done anything embarrassing?
No.
Ever
Yes.
in my whole life? Wow.
I feel like you've got
I've
some
done many
tales.
things.
I'll have to think about that at length. You guys have less time to like think back on, so why don't you go first?
Go for it, Zoe.
Zoe, what's something embarrassing that you've done in your life?
Well, my mom made me do a lot of public speaking when I was younger. And I think that's part of the reason why I am the way I am today. But most of those public speaking engagements crashed and burned because I never put that much effort into them. So I was in this a couple times. I've been in speech competitions on stage, rooms full of people. I'm 13, 14. I've got this whole speech memorized, freeze up in the middle of it. It was about, I think, what's that America song? The national anthem.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah,
I've
that's
heard
the
that
America
a time or
song.
two.
Yeah.
And it was about the creation of that, and I'm just standing there on stage, kind of just staring off, and then I remember the rest of it. But I remember being so embarrassed. And then I did speech and debate, and every single time I did that, it was embarrassing because I never cared enough to prepare my arguments. So I had this one line that I would always use, and it would be like, not Your Honor, whoever I was addressing.
Okay.
I'd be like, the affirmative team's arguments are like a penguin, Your Honor. I'm just gonna.
Oh.
They they look good. You know, they've got wings, but it just doesn't fly. And that would be my big argument.
That's
absolutely not factually backed at all. And then we'd lose. And I'd be like, what?
I actually like that. I'm going to start using
love
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get it tattooed on me.
Okay.
You're coming. You're writing
Have
it.
you
on my
ever
arm.
been publicly humiliated?
I have a question about debate class, though.
Okay.
Debate team, is it when they give you that, are you the affirmative or the negative? And then
You switch.
do you know ahead of time which, or do you have to study for both?
You have to be prepared for both.
Really?
Yeah.
And then it's random.
Yeah. It's random, like what you're going to do. So you do have to have arguments prepared for both.
I don't like public speaking, so I can
No.
see why that would be embarrassing.
I like public singing.
I know.
That seems worse than public
What
speaking.
about Christmas music? Do
Yeah.
you sing that publicly?
No. Never.
I've been embarrassed
Don't
publicly.
ever ask me that question ever again.
Oh,
That
man.
particular phraseology will never occur again.
Yeah.
I promise. Would you say that's your most embarrassing thing, though, is the
No.
public speaking?
No.
Good, we're going to save that one.
Not anywhere near.
Oh boy.
Abby, anything embarrassing
Yeah.
ever happened to you in your entire life?
Oh, a lot.
Oh, goody.
Most times I wake up and I do something embarrassing.
Is it
But
being from Missouri? Is that is that embarrassing?
no, being in Ohio currently is a little more.
Oh, come on.
It's not that
It's
bad.
called the show me state. I mean, really?
Yeah. Show offs. No, I'm
Oh.
just kidding. That was horrible. I'm never doing that again.
She did a little movement there that I wish I'd got on video.
I don't know what that was, but I'm afeared.
You're feared. Okay. Well, I've done something stupid on stage. You know, before
You were
I
on
was homeschooled.
stage?
Yeah, before I was homeschooled, I participated in private school for a little bit, and I was in percussion. And so I got my little snare drum and my xylophone, and I'm setting it up on stage in front of a good church auditorium full of parents.
Oh, goody.
And there's a good silence, and everybody's tingling with anticipation. And then I go to do something with the snare, and the entire thing falls over.
Oh, no.
And everybody looks at me, and I look at the ground. I look at it, and I set it back up. And then it does it again. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not going to get much worse than this. So I just start laughing. And I've never been scared of anything else on stage now.
Because
That
you
cured
maxed
my
out what you
fear.
could do.
Yeah, I was like, it's literally not going to get worse than this. And it hasn't so far. There's always opportunities for more.
All of these stories about being on stage. I hate being on stage.
Yeah.
100%.
Have you had it happen? For anything?
Harry, what's
Being
been
on
an
stage?
embarrassing thing that's happened to you on stage? And why were you on stage?
Why were you?
I mean, nothing embarrassing has happened to me on stage.
Were you performing some kind of
I have performed.
speech or something, or
What
were
did you
you?
do?
I mean, I've done debate classes
Okay.
for college,
All right.
public speaking courses, but nothing crazy with that. I have performed in high school during the summers. We
Like
had
you were in drama class or something like that?
no in the summers actually. There was a program in Piqua that was run by the Piqua High School show choir.
And you
teacher.
were in Moana or something like that?
No, Moana wasn't a thing back when I was in
Back
school.
in his day.
Back in my day, they didn't have Moana.
Didn't
Yeah.
have a Moana. You guys are closer in age.
I think the only Disney movie out at that time was Snow White.
That's
right?
the first one
Oh,
that came
boy.
No,
out.
Cinderella actually.
Okay.
That
Wait,
was
are you
from
being
the,
serious?
There have been
That's
a
from the
lot,
50s.
a
Oh, boy.
lot of movies out since then. Yeah, Tangled,
Name two.
Hercules, and Tangled.
There you go.
Okay.
You've got
I love
God.
Tangled.
Shall I
I
continue?
love both of those.
But your embarrassing story was
Yeah, so I can think of one from when I was younger, a lot
Yes.
younger.
Yes.
I had a blanket that had gotten basically destroyed in the wash. So it was all strings. And I remember being curious for whatever reason and took one of the strands and shoved it up my nose.
oh no,
Deep enough to the point where we had to go to the emergency room
No.
so they
I've
could
been
pull it
there.
out.
I've done something similar.
Yeah.
Scientific minds.
How do you make it go up in your nose
You
so
just-
much that like you
Keep
just
shoving.
you
Yeah, you
just
just
you have to care.
keep
You really have to
shoving.
put in the effort. For
And
that.
then I think I snorted a little bit.
Oh.
I mean, that helps, right?
Like who doesn't?
Yeah.
You were preparing for other substances when you got older.
A
so-
blanket snort.
Blankets.
I like, and you had to go to the hospital.
I did, yes.
Wow.
And
And what they do? They went in there with like forceps and like
Yeah,
yank
it's just,
them out.
just tweezers. Yeah.
Oh boy.
They were able to get it out, but I was terrified, as
Wow.
any probably
As any
3-year-old?
18-year-old? Oh,
3. Oh yeah,
Three.
18.
Oh.
18. Yeah.
18.
No, this was last month.
Did you have a blanket when you were 18, Zoe? Do you still have a blanket?
I have a stuffed animal. No shame.
Yeah.
No
Who
shame.
doesn't have stuffed animals?
No
Still?
shame.
Men,
That's not true.
boys,
That's not true.
adults.
I am gonna get Harry's kids
veto.
so many more.
I'm going to veto
toys.
the boys part because I have 2 boys
And they have so many stuffies.
yes, so many.
What lucky? What is of Zoe?
Hey, at least the
My
AC isn't
ice
on like on our
blinking.
first one.
What about you,
Ooh,
Greg?
everyone
Have you ever
taking a
been
sip.
embarrassing?
Have I been embarrassing?
Yeah.
No, all the time. I embarrass people all the time.
Okay, good.
I can't. I don't know. I can't quantify the number of embarrassing situations that have happened. To
Oh,
me
so it's
over the
just too
years.
often.
Just
Yeah,
it happened.
that's
There's a
real.
lot of
Oh boy.
time there.
Well, I shoved something up my
a
nose.
glacial.
Yeah.
I
It was a
shoved
coffee bean,
I
right?
did. I also ate a mothball.
Oh.
Thought it was a gumball.
I ate a worm.
You look like the type to eat a worm.
A real worm or like a gummy
I thought
worm?
this was a safe space where we were all sharing
I ate a
things.
plastic
We are.
gummy.
Yeah,
This
plastic
is. This
goldfish.
is.
I ate a real worm.
Was it good?
Sorry.
Like
yeah,
spaghetti?
it was because I went back for seconds and
Did
then
you
someone
actually?
stopped me.
Aw.
Yeah.
Was it a gummy worm or was
no,
it a worm from
it was
the
a real.
ground?
It was a worm.
From the ground.
Yeah.
And you
She
picked
said-
it up off the ground and ate it?
I said, now here's something that looks delicious.
Is that from you being inbred or?
Okay.
Were
I
you
love
just
that everyone's sharing their stories. We're like, okay, yeah, and then I share something,
I
and
ate a
everyone's
mothball.
like, you idiot.
You could make fun of me. I was like, oh look, a
I'd say a
gumball.
worm beats a mothball.
I do not. A mothball's worse.
It's
Really?
like actually, yeah, they had to call toxicology and everything.
Did they really?
100%. Oh, that's like
Mothballs are
deadly.
chemicals.
It's deadly.
At least a worm you can just get some protein from.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I
mothballs-
put it in my mouth and I was like, this tastes a little weird. I was really young, okay? Same with the coffee bean. I snorted it, got stuck up here.
Oh, what do they do?
I just snorted it back. It took me forever. We were about to go to the ER and I was like,
Tweezers?
and then we called my mom. Yeah. My mom called an EMT, I'm pretty sure, just like to talk to them and like, what do we do? And then I was just sitting there like trying so hard and it just snot out. It was great.
they slap you
I
on the
ate
back?
it after that. No, I'm just
Oh, Zoe did though.
Oh, super funny. Super funny.
Is it? I don't think it's funny.
added flavor.
I've been to the hospital
Oh,
3
you
times
get the-
for cracking my head open.
You told me. I found this out the other
What
week.
happened?
I cracked my head open 3 times.
But
Pretty
how?
self-explanatory.
When? Like, how does that? I need more
Maybe-
detail.
Yeah, more
How does that
details would be
happen?
nice.
I did a couple things.
You fell? Did you fall down? Go boom?
I was jumping on a bed once, fell off, hit my head on a dresser.
Oh.
ER.
You're one of the little monkeys that they talked about.
Jumping on the bed, I fell off and
It broke your head.
broke my head.
Broke your head. Literally, it's in the song.
Yeah, she's the monkey.
It's in the song.
Yep.
Yeah, Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said it's natural selection.
That's funny.
Oh. I wouldn't have known it was funny without you straight face saying that was funny.
Yes.
A laugh would have been nice.
What other times have you struck your head in a way
One
that
time I
sent you
was
to the
I was
ER?
spinning real fast on a like playground thing, and I was like faster.
Like a merry-go-round?
Yeah, kind of. But it was like smaller.
I know what you're talking about.
Or maybe, yeah. And I was going faster, and then I was like, I'm going to let go.
Why
and
not?
I did. And
You said I have free will.
I was like, I have free will. I could let go right now. So I did. And then my head hit a metal, a wooden board, the back of my head, ER. And then this scar that I have on my forehead that had bangs for a long time to hide.
I could never
My lightning
until
scar.
you saw that.
Yeah,
and I
no
was
one notices it. But if I point it out and you look close, I can see it.
You're
Oh, you have a
dented.
scar on your forehead.
I do.
I just noticed that.
Oh, well, now I'm self-conscious, and I'm going to be cutting my bangs tonight to
It's
hide
in the
that.
perfect, third eye spot.
I actually kind of like it. Yeah, it's really
yes,
cool.
it's very,
Well, the story behind it is super cool because I ran into a doorknob.
I love it.
that was the best story.
You made eye contact with that doorknob and you said tonight's the
And
night.
I said,
Did you
you're
own
going
it?
down.
She owned it.
Of all
Yeah.
the stories
I ran-
you've told,
That
that's
was-
the most succinct.
That was the latest one.
Oh, boy.
Also that.
You're not wrong. That was the most
The
recent.
most succinct.
She's like the deadpan drop.
And
of
so
her.
You're not wrong.
I cracked my head open that time and had to
How
go
did
get
you
stitches.
hit it so hard? Were you running
I'm
and
fast. I'm fast.
you were running
straight
and
into
left
the
at
I
it?
was running
Did
you
full
throw yourself
speed,
at it?
And I looked over my shoulder. I was running in the house, and the door was there when I thought it wasn't.
Were you running to homeschooling or from
I was
homeschooling?
running from somebody.
From somebody.
I was running from somebody, and I looked back over my shoulder, turned back around, and my momentum carried me right into the door.
Is this why you won't let me homeschool the kids? Because they're going to turn out like
There are
Zoe and I?
many reasons.
Ouch.
There's a lot of reasons.
Is that one of
That's
them?
a good one, though.
Homeschooling the kids.
When they grow up,
They're going to turn out like Zoe.
Yeah.
Is that not?
Hey, man, I can speak Latin, okay?
I can,
you did, and it was creepy.
both can.
It was so cool. I love that
Latin
when you
and
did that.
logic.
Yes,
What
and
a
you
worthless
summoned a
skill in
demon.
today's
Yeah.
If you've missed that episode, folks, she actually summoned a demon.
Yeah, it's still on the hallway pacing.
in the hallway.
Yeah.
He's going to be the next guest on the show.
Yeah, I don't want to be the first one out the door, so
No.
I'll just follow
I'm
right
pushing
behind
her
Harry.
out the door.
That's
You're following Harry? Okay, he's the first man. You're the first man out.
That's fine.
Sacrifice.
sacred.
Wimmis. Big Wimmis shake.
Yes. No, not the grimace.
You know what
Are you
That's
familiar with the
embarrassing.
grimace shake?
I am familiar with the grimace shake. I'm not
There you
that
go.
old.
You know what I tried yesterday? We were watching football.
Be careful.
As we do. No.
It's not the bonus episode.
It could be. No, I'm just kidding.
What'd you try yesterday,
I tried
Abby?
the salted caramel Wendy's Frosty, and it's really
Oh,
good.
really?
Oh, I've been wanting to try that.
It's so good. Yeah, I was talking about it on the. I saw the commercial. I was like, I really want to try that, and he goes, I have to go. I was like, what? And he's like, I have Christmas duties, and you cannot come with. And I was like, what do you mean? So I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs, like shaking, because I'm like, he's gonna put me in a bag and throw me into the Miami River.
That's what I was saying I wanted Krampus to do to me last episode. Yeah.
You get it. But yeah, though, he came back with a Frosty and some fries. To
That's
dip it in.
nice.
He's nice to me sometimes.
He's a good guy.
When he's not beating me.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no words for that.
Well, you can't say I
yeah.
didn't do it, and you can't say you did it, because neither one works.
Nope. I
just
backed you
gonna
into a corner.
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
sit here.
Do you have any comments on the allegations that you beat Abby?
When did you stop beating Abby?
Well, unless it happened on a
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Sunday or a Tuesday, it wasn't me.
It was the other. It was the other guy.
Yeah, I think you're mixing up your boyfriends, Abby.
Ah,
I hope you're keeping track.
no.
There's a lot of movement in
You know-
that
Yeah,
world, so
yeah. You need like a spreadsheet or
I
something
do.
for all
Yeah,
that.
Excel. You know about
Jam-packed roster.
I unfortunately do know about Excel.
I
That is
love
my life.
Excel. Excel's
Yeah.
my friend.
No.
Though I'd like the Google Sheet better because it's online.
Yeah, let's talk about the differences between Excel and Google Sheets.
No, we want
Excel
Everyone
people
has
to.
just clicked off.
We want people to listen to
Everyone
this episode.
just left.
That's when everybody tuned out.
I said,
wonder what
and
we
I
said.
don't care.
Has anyone else been to the hospital for a dumb reason, like running into a doorknob? Well,
I mean, I
Harry,
didn't
you
go to-
told your story.
Yeah.
I pulled my daughter's arms out of her socket
What?
accidentally.
What?
Glad you threw that last part in there.
Continue.
I was waiting for the face.
Continue.
What
Is
happened?
there no backstory?
Where's the story?
Isn't that called something?
Yes,
A
it's nursemaid's
Yes.
elbow, and it was
My sister had that too.
That
yeah.
explains a lot.
When your kids are little and they're like 3, and you pick them up by their arms and swing them, bad things can happen.
No, that's horrible. I'm never touching a child again. I'm just kidding.
I think it's important to say that that was a joke that you just said. I was walking along with my daughter, and was 3 at the time, and I picked up her by one arm, and my wife picked her up by the other arm, and we were swinging her like you do with a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that led to the hospital.
I used to do that with my siblings. I'd just grab their arms and then spin them around to where their feet went off the ground, and then
That'll work, but they have to be
They
old
liked
enough.
it,
yes,
guys.
Yes, they
She's
didn't
convincing
complain.
herself.
They didn't complain much. But
they're
no, if
crying.
your kids are too young and their elbows
I
aren't
stepped
like
on my sister
settled, then yes, you
when she
can.
was a baby.
I've told Harry's kids that their arguments are invalid because they don't have kneecaps yet.
Really?
Yeah, because kids don't have kneecaps until they're 9.
They're not fully developed.
Yeah,
until
it's like,
they're
don't talk to me
9.
until you have kneecaps. Like, come
That
on.
is not true. Are you
No,
serious?
it's so true.
When does
You
the
don't have
pl-
rights
When does
at
the
that
plate
point.
close in the top of your head? When
I
is
don't
that?
know.
30?
25 is when your
As
brain
someone
fully
who's
develops.
31, blondie.
Has your brain fully developed, would you say?
God, no.
Well, there you have it.
I think it's 24, isn't it?
24, 25.
Ooh, I'm getting there.
You're almost there. It's exciting.
I think mine's already come in. I think it's grown in.
No.
X to out.
Okay.
No, I'm just
Well,
kidding. I'm
all
just
right.
kidding. That's why you're still funny. The second that it closes over, you're going to become...
Look,
Hello,
I'm going to turn
Zoe.
24
Hi,
or whatever.
I'm
And-
so serious now because I'm
Yeah.
Zoe.
Hello, I'm Zoe.
Oh my God.
There you go. You're welcome.
That was eerie. Yeah.
All right, any more embarrassing stories?
A billion, but some of them are really, really embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's the
save
point,
those for
though.
the old bonus episode.
I got spotlighted by the police because I was running in a field.
Yes, you were telling me about that. Please tell that story.
Wait. Running in a
Tell that
field.
story.
Yeah. A girl can't run in a
was
field.
this? Is this recently?
She was running from like the Capitol building or something, right?
Where were
January 6th.
Not January 6th.
Are you an insurrection? Were you doing an
I'm
insurrection?
kidding, everybody.
What capital were you
Gonna
running
get
from?
FBI'd.
I found myself in the middle of a political protest. It was not January 6th, I swear.
Okay,
It was
good.
it was smaller. It was like a local thing. This was years ago.
The cops are out front, so
'Cause-
they're coming for you.
And the cops were there to make sure nobody was like gonna burn anything down or break anything. But I was like
was this in East Dayton?
16?
East Dayton, regular Dayton?
No, it was so I really couldn't
Were
tell you
you
where
in
it was.
Columbus?
No, but I was like in this middle of this crowd and I didn't like it at all. I didn't like being surrounded by people. I wanted to get out of there. I didn't like being there. So I start running into this field, this cornfield, which is like by where the people, and then all of a sudden, I feel this light hit me, this strong light, and I hear like cops yelling on their megaphones. What are you doing? Get back! Like I don't know something, but I like turned around. I walked slowly back. Insurrection or whatever the hell was happening at this point. Everybody stopped to turn and look at this stupid girl slowly walking back through a field, the spotlight fully on her, guns drawn by the cops. And I just walk all the way back and then they start their protest up again. But I'm like, oh, that was actually the worst thing that ever happened. And that was the story of the first time I drank alcohol to forget.
That explains so much about you.
Yeah.
12? How old are you? 12, 13?
That's really
I
crime
was
began.
I think 15 or I was pretty young.
You told me about that in grounds. RIP.
Yeah, and I
Are
like
you going to say R.I.P. every
I'm
time you
like
say Grad School
actually
Pleasure?
100%.
the memory of it still makes me like burn up.
What kind of light was this? Like a helicopter?
Searchlight.
Like a
No,
It was
helicopter?
one of
wasn't-
the
it wasn't a
old
helicopter.
LED lights.
It was-
They were really hot.
It was
they're
the blue
Christmas lights.
glaring kind.
Was it Christmas
Yeah.
lights, and
No.
that's why you don't like them
It
anymore?
wasn't.
It was not a
And you know
helicopter,
what?
though.
This story isn't even that funny.
But it wasn't
embarrassing.
It wasn't a helicopter. Why
No.
were the cops caring if you were leaving? I don't understand.
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense to me either.
They would want you to go away, wouldn't they? There's
I think
fewer
yeah,
protesters.
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking one cop was like, "What's that movement?" And so they searchlighted, and then they were like, "Hey, get back! What are you doing?" And then I slowly walk back.
This sounds like Dayton activity, to be honest.
Probably was.
Sounds like people who grew up in Ohio activities.
Sounds like a place I shouldn't have been. Let's
Yeah,
be real.
yeah.
It sounds
Probably,
traumatic. It sounds like something that would live with you forever.
Oh, yes.
This is your therapy episode. Okay.
Aw.
This
Part
is
three.
why every time I shine a bright light on you, you freak out.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
What's that up there in the corner?
That's not funny.
Do you hear a clicking? Is that a clicking? What is that?
No. Don't look at me when he did it.
Oh no, it's just making the face.
The blonde man did
That's
it.
not funny at all.
It's hilarious.
No.
You know, there's this one time, right, when I was working at Mackie D's up in West Milton.
I love Mickey D's.
Meanwhile, I'd like to ask, are you cheese hungry? You sometimes kind of hanker for a dish of macaroni with real full cheese flavor all through it? Well, then get Kraft Dinner, the new Kraft Dinner, better than ever. In 7 minutes cooking time, this new Kraft Dinner gives you just about the best macaroni and cheese you ever laid fork to. You see, each package of Kraft Dinner gives you a special macaroni that cooks to fluffy tenderness just in boiling water. And there's also plenty of golden Kraft Grated, a really magic product. With this Kraft Grated, you sprinkle swell cheese flavor through and through that macaroni. With Kraft Dinner, you make top-notch macaroni and cheese as fast as you make the dinner coffee. Try it soon. Folks who are really fussy about macaroni and cheese rave about the new Kraft Dinner. Ask your food dealer tomorrow for several packages of Kraft Dinner.
I don't like working there. I loved my coworkers. Didn't like the customers. Some of them are okay.
AMSR. Here we go.
Yes, just for you.
AMS.
I want the
I get the
whole
letters
story.
wrong on purpose.
Basically,
thanks
I
for
gotta
that.
do like a little PG version of this because
Ooh.
Yeah,
so basically,
please.
yeah. So one of my coworkers, he was talking to me, guy activities, and it wasn't. He was just talking about his girlfriend.
Wait. Coworker was talking to you
Yes.
about guy
No,
activities.
yes, yeah. He's a
Okay.
guy talking about guy activities.
We've all been
what's
there.
a guy activity?
I
like,
can't go into it.
Like his dating
Yes, kind of.
proclivities,
Yeah,
or like
that's the
who
one.
he was seeing.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
That's a big word.
yeah.
But it was like
That's
talking
another
to me
struggle
over
word.
the.
I don't know what proclivities means.
You get the little like headset thingies.
Preferences.
Yeah, that's the one.
So guy
Oh.
talk. Well, it wasn't guy talk. What were you saying?
It was. It was guy talk.
But what'd you call it?
Guy activities.
So things that guys do.
Yeah. And
he was
talking to me,
telling
trying
you
to, like,
about
show
them.
off or whatever.
Okay, so he was bragging.
Showing off what?
Bragging,
He's
yes.
bragging to you about his guy activities.
Yes,
Over the
and-
microphone headsets?
Yeah, so he's just talking because there's a button you can press to just talk to your coworkers, and then there's one to talk to the drive-through.
Is this a setup for the end of the story where it goes badly?
Yeah, he's talking to the drive-through,
Oh,
and there was
God.
someone there, and they were silent.
And then I kissed this lady on the mouth.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yep.
Rare.
Yep. And I was just like, they just hear me going, "Oh, okay," and then like he's talking, it's just me going like, "Yeah, okay," and then.
Can I get
you can
fries with
hear-
that?
Right. You could literally, the person goes, hello? And we're like,
Oh no.
and I said, you're taking this because you're the one who was talking about it, and I'm leaving, and I'm going and making the fries. Goodbye.
That's the kind of McDonald's I want to go to.
No, it's not.
With the guy
Dinner and a
activities.
store.
Guy dinner and a story.
Yeah, that's
What
right.
did Liz say? Boy part.
Boy,
Boy
parts.
parts. Yeah.
I want to know more about these guy activities.
No.
Oh.
That's in the bonus episode.
Yay.
I want to know what he was telling you that it would be a brag.
It was just, I don't know.
Oh,
Guy.
Wild
God,
guess.
here we go.
I was gonna say, you can probably guess.
Oh, I can guess all
Okay.
day long. I
Okay.
just want to hear it on the radio. That's it.
Oh. No.
No.
You
no.
can tell the story,
That's
but
why
it's
that
going to
was
be a one
embarrassing.
long wait.
Wow.
And then they were holding hands.
Oh my goodness.
I've never done
This
that before.
Christian, don't you snort your coffee at me.
I said it jokingly. Now I feel bad because Zoe feels alone.
Yeah, I am. And I am. And I'm glad we got that.
Abby will hold your hand later if you want.
Oh.
You
And
get her on
whisper
Mondays,
sweet
right?
nothings
I
into
get
it.
Abby on Mondays, yeah.
Hello. Talking about lady activities. Hello. Oh my. Over the drive-through.
Well,
I just wanted an extra ranch. And I have to listen to all of this in this Christian economy. What did you
on
say?
my Christian Minecraft server.
Oh, my Christian, it's on Minecraft, bro. I swear. Only on
yeah.
It's
Minecraft.
on Minecraft.
So I have a story.
Yes.
Oh, boy,
about,
here we go.
Police as well.
Bad boy.
Were you shot at?
Arr.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, good.
Because I'm super tired. And,
Okay.
You know,
It's bedtime.
it's no. I just need that forever nap.
Oh.
Wow, that took
Yeah.
a turn.
Took a dark turn.
A very dark turn.
humor.
I would
I'm the
rattle the
dark
ice
one
in
on
my
this
drink if I
podcast.
had it. Yes.
But no, so I was in
Yay.
There you go.
I was in 6th grade and I was convinced by friends to go soaping as
Wait, you were in 6th grade, 11 years old, and you had an encounter with the police.
yeah.
Soaping? Is that like,
Yeah, you take bars of soap and you
I thought it was like streaking, but with
No,
soap between your
you'd go to-
cheeks.
You got to go slow.
Oh my god.
You cannot run too fast. That's a guy
no.
activity
Don't
right
try.
there.
No, those guys.
Is that a guy activity? Would you consider that a guy
I wouldn't
activity,
know.
Zoe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Streaking with the soap between the buns?
Yep.
Well, you know, when like in cartoons and stuff, when they'd have like the bubbles that covered up like the parts.
Is that what
The
happened?
boy
to you?
Yeah,
parts?
100%.
Is that what that is?
That is, yeah.
Okay.
So you're
How
going to
did-
go soaping.
Yeah.
Yeah, soaping.
So for those apparently not educated on that.
I don't.
I've never
Please
heard of it.
educate
Really?
me. I don't know what soaping
Oh my
is.
gosh.
I could think of
Wow.
a few things.
So
but-
that's where you'd go to like random cars and you just like rub the soap on their windows to cover
Irish
their
Spring?
windows.
What kind of soap?
Yeah.
And whatever you could
The
get.
aloe?
Usually
Dial.
the cheapest and worst one.
Dial.
It took, yeah.
So you take the soap.
There
Yeah.
goes the dial sponsorship,
And you-
guys.
Yeah, that was
don't
our
want 'em
sponsor.
anyways.
Now they're out.
Well,
They've just canceled.
I've ruined that.
So you take the soap that you purchase at Family Dollar,
Yes.
and you
Yes.
get a 6-pack, and
Yes.
then you take it out and you do what with it on the car?
You just like it becomes like a coloring page. Like you color on the window.
You rub it on the window and it comes off on the window and makes like a...
Yeah, it leaves the soapy residue.
Okay.
And the worst type of soap you can get, the harder it is to get off.
And now you work at a car wash. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was training actually.
Oh, boy.
But no, so the cops were out on Halloween.
Like they do.
And we got stopped because we were also trick-or-treating as our last year.
As a bar of soap? Were you dressed as a bar of soap?
No, I was dressed as a clown, I think. I can't remember.
That tracks.
Yeah, that's my career. Clown.
And then what did the policemen say to you?
They were just checking us for soap, and I got kind of mouthy.
Between your cheeks?
Oh!
They were checking us for soap. That's
We're
the
gonna have to do a
episode title.
cavity search.
That's the episode title right there. This cavity is so clean.
No, they wanted to...
Oddly clean. You got anything else up there?
Where are these bubbles coming from?
Oh, boy.
No, they wanted to check our candy baskets.
Oh.
And so I didn't
Go
hide,
for it.
I didn't hide the soap in the candy basket.
That's not where I keep
So
the
what I
soap.
started to do is I got mouthy and I started throwing candy on the ground until they stopped looking. I said, "Is this good enough?
Oh, boy.
Is this good enough?"
So you were taunting the police at 11.
I did. Yes.
That explains so much about
That's
you.
funny.
Yeah.
He throws candy at me, too.
Were
at home.
did you get in trouble? Did they find the soap?
No, they just told me to cut it out.
Where was the soap?
It was in. I had 2 pairs of pants on.
We want to know.
So it was in
two-
his cheeks.
No, it wasn't in my cheeks.
Rosy cheeks.
I had a normal pair of pants on, and then underneath I had the pairs of pants that have like 20 pockets.
Oh, nice.
And it was in those pockets.
That's a guy activity right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a guy.
Filling up
activity.
your extra pockets
Hope
with
no
soap.
cops are
drop
listening to
'em.
this. They're gonna come find you.
What if they didn't know, and now they know the whole secret?
They're like, they've got the board with like the red yarn, and they finally connected.
Oh,
to
no.
Harry.
The murder board, and they're like,
oh my god.
that's where the soap was.
Yep.
It breaks
All
the
along.
all the cases wide
The
open.
FBI's literally... FBI, open up!
Give us the soap.
Found a break in the case.
Where's
Yep.
your soap?
You know what's a crazy story? I mean, this one, I was in
Is
the
it
car.
better than that one? That one's pretty good.
That was
That
funny.
was really good.
I like
it
the
has to
soap.
do with officers.
Were you also dressed as a clown?
No, I was going to go clean a church at 2 a.m. with my ex.
Like you do?
Yeah, and because we would blast music as we were cleaning. It was really fun.
Oh, you were actually cleaning.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
This isn't one of those stories where you're going into some abandoned factory or something like that. Okay.
His job was to clean a church actually nearby, and so we would go and just blast music and
clean, right?
Yeah, and so it's nighttime.
You're supposed to be there.
And yes,
Yeah, okay.
It's nighttime and we're younger, and it was in this area, and an officer pulled us over because it's late and we're young. And he was like, "Hey, so do you have any drugs in the car?" And my ex looks at him and goes, "Not in this one, sir." And I was like, "All right." And thankfully, the officer was just like, "Oh, just keep that car at home." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, and the same guy also gave a different officer a get out of jail free card. And I was like, "Does this work?"
Like an actual.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Like
Oh,
from
that's
Monopoly.
funny.
yeah.
I always
Monopoly,
wondered if anybody
yes.
had ever done that and if it had worked. Did it work?
So the officer was like, "You better not try this on anyone else. You're lucky it was me." And I was like, "Oh." So there's your answer.
So it did work.
Yeah.
Nice. Nicely
Don't try
done.
it on anyone else.
All right, we need more embarrassing stories.
My
More
existence.
embarrassing ones.
My mom slammed my head in a door. Does that count? It's embarrassing for me.
Oh, that's not embarrassing. That's just
That's
sad.
sad.
No,
yeah.
it's kind of funny.
You're bringing me down.
No, it's kind of funny. It was like a van
Yeah, way to
door.
ruin the vibe.
No, it wasn't. Hey, all right. Listen, I think it's funny.
Were you chased by the police with a spotlight?
I was playing airsoft and an officer thought that it was real, and I got pushed against a car.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
How old
She
were
got
you?
the touch pass.
I did get the touch pass.
Were you dressed
I
as a
was-
clown?
No, I was dressed in all. I had like a little ghillie suit thingy on though. So
Like you do.
suspicious.
Was this on Halloween?
No, it was. So I used to play airsoft all the time with a group of guys.
In a ghillie suit.
Yeah. I would lay
That's a
down
guy
and,
activity,
with
and
a
that's not
sniper.
gross.
No, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
There's some like
Defending the guys.
They don't need defending.
They've been defended enough.
But yeah, no, that was the story. I don't know.
I'm trying to
just-
think if there's anything with my kids.
Well, Oh,
I mean,
kids.
as a
Oh,
dad,
yeah.
as a
Did you
dad,
pull their
like,
arms out of their
Let's hear your
sockets?
kids' embarrassing stories.
No.
No, embarrassing stories.
Expose honk and bonk right now.
No, I veto that. You don't want to do that.
I'm just
No.
kidding.
I got talking
love
about cops. I got pulled over for the
Okay.
first time a couple days ago.
Are you a cop magnet?
I wish. If there are any cops listening,
Hello,
You were flirting with the
officer.
cops the
arrest me.
You were
Rare.
flirting with the cops at the
Oh, at Harvest
Halloween?
Fest. Yeah.
I've got soap on me somewhere.
Oh, find it.
Is that what you tell the cop?
No, but it was because one of my headlights was out. But I did everything wrong because I'd found out the day before it was out. Somebody had told me. I was like, oh, okay, I got to get that fixed. I don't want to get pulled over. What happens the next day? First of all, I get pulled over right in front of my house. Like, I made it home free, and then he was just there, like, waiting. And so I was like,
We have reports of lights that are out.
I knew
Right,
what it was
yeah.
about, so I literally just pulled over where I would have parked anyways, like where I was about to park. And he comes around, and I roll my window down, and I'm like, this is about the headlight, isn't it? I don't even let him say anything. And he goes, oh, so you knew? No.
So we know.
I knew what I was doing, and I did it anyway.
He was really nice, and he was like, "Okay, well, just want to make sure you know. A lot of people don't know. Just make sure you get that fixed." And I was like, "Yeah. Here's my license." But no, he was super nice about it, and I
And
was
now
like,
you're dating.
and I wish no.
Was it Officer Grubb?
No.
I'm Team Officer Grubb.
Does he look like Magic Mike? That's all I want to know.
He was cute actually. If you're the that pulled me over and you remember pulling over a girl with one headlight and she had on kind of like a
This
weird
is a dating show now.
like
It's a goth-looking
coat
outfit.
and I was wearing my glasses at the time, but I looked a little bit ratchet. I promise I could clean up and look better than what I looked like when you pulled me over.
What's
boy.
ratchet?
Zoe.
Yeah.
That's if you look up. The,
Is it unattractive?
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Discombobulated?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little discombobulated.
Yeah.
I'd say like messy.
Messy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ratchet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't look 100%. I didn't
Thanks.
look
I'm
like a
catching
cop
up.
magnet, but he was super nice. So
Do you want to
thank you
look
for
like
that.
a cop magnet? I mean, that sounds
Yeah,
like a
she
bad
does.
thing.
Did you see her blink like that?
Hello. I'm putting in
Hello.
both contacts for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I
I want to see everything.
One. I bullied him.
Hello.
I bullied you.
Who said that?
Oh, you're
boy.
pulling me over again?
Again.
Just never get the headlight fixed.
So you've been
paid
driving
for
back
it?
and forth in front of the police station. We want to
Yeah.
know why.
I still don't have it fixed.
What?
It sounds like a dare.
I
Are you
don't
daring
know.
him to pull you over again?
Yeah.
There's
Hey, my lights.
Okay,
still
can I
out.
ask you a question? Your car is brand new. Why wouldn't the headlight work?
Oh, because
It's a
the universe
Hyundai.
hates me and wants things to go wrong for me always.
It's a
You're
Hyundai.
I have
literally,
no
is it a
idea.
new car? Is
It's-
it a brand new car?
No,
Okay.
it's used.
It's a used car. Okay.
You
I was
think,
going to say.
you think I'm buying a new car? Please.
This guy.
Anyways, if you are someone who knows how to fix headlights
Or a policeman.
or a
Or
policeman,
if you're single, Zoe's looking.
Or if you're
Or
dressed
if
as a
you're
clown and you have
single-
soap.
just YouTube
Yeah.
that. It takes like 5 minutes.
It's easy
I've
to
done
do.
it.
I believe
there
in
you
you,
go.
Zoe.
You can borrow him.
I believe. No. Do it yourself.
Oh.
Be self-reliant.
You'll feel accomplished.
You can do it. Feminism. Just do it. You can
Run to
do
the
it.
auto parts store in town.
You don't need no man. Come on,
Girl,
do
you
it.
don't need no man.
You don't need no man. Just shake your head when you
That
say
was
that.
a
though.
doubt. Yeah, you don't need.
You don't need-
You don't need.
she's
no
shaking
man.
her head. Yes, I do need one. If you're,
If you're good at changing headlights.
this is turned into a dating show, by the way. If you're out there,
Well, it was an embarrassing moment, so it kind of makes sense.
it was a
Lead
little
into that.
embarrassing. I mean, it would have been. I mean,
You're gonna
I
watch this when you're 50 and be like, "Oof."
Well, they still
and,
have
and
podcasts.
look over at my
No.
cop husband
In 35
who's
years?
30 years
It's
older
gonna be
than
like
me.
a floppy disk.
Huh? What's gonna look like?
Podcasts are gonna be like floppy disks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I know what those are. I have one.
Congratulations.
From an abandoned building.
I don't know what that is.
Wow, that's
Oh.
sad
So
that you got
serious?
that.
You don't
I
know
was
what a
gonna
floppy disk is?
No, I don't. But now I'm changing the subject, which is abandoned churches.
I've never been in an abandoned church.
Oh.
I've been in abandoned buildings.
Oh, you're talking about the church and cleaning it.
Oh, well, that wasn't abandoned.
Okay. Well, I lived behind a haunted church, and I had a key, and
Oh.
I'd go in and I'd do school, and then also walk down the aisle and pretend I was getting married. I'm gonna kill myself.
Is that where you would?
That's
you repeat-
embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
That is
That's embarrassing. I'd have like
I
I,
would
was
cut
like
that
16.
out. I would cut that out.
No.
That's sad on like 8 levels.
But I
Yikes.
stopped going there because it was haunted.
And because you kept saying Latin there and you kept conjuring
Oh,
things.
no.
You
I
were conjuring
practiced my
things.
Latin homework. Sorry that is summoned.
I hated Latin homework.
Don't practice Latin in haunted
Oh,
places.
scary. If somebody came in there and you were in there alone, and you were doing that, people would freak out.
And that's all I know.
Were you saying
really looked at my
Were you
soul.
chanting in Latin when the cops put the spotlight on you? Because I could explain that.
There may have been like a ring of fire.